does the dominance only end when Pep departs the scene, or are they at their peak?
Well, that depends what they do next. I mean, he's got another 2 years left on his contract. There is a school of thought, and it's going to be a school of thought that Man City fans will think is mean-spirited. But if you are the best team in the country last year, with the best coach, and then you go and sign the best centre-forward in world football, there is a distinct possibility you might win the league. and so with that in mind, these people have to be managed, and they have to be driven in a certain way and improved. There's no debate that Guardiola gets the very best from the best players and then keeps them at a level and improves them, and changes their attitude and makes them better component parts of a great football team. Look, everything comes to an end. Nothing lasts forever. To win 60% of the Premier League titles over a decade is daunting. And to some people's mindsets could be damaging for the Premier League. And I like that he's forthright, and I like that he's down the barrel. I just wish that off the field there would be quite as forthright and down the barrel with some of the other things they've got to face off the pitch, because there's one thing winning a Premier League and one thing dominating in English football. There's another thing doing it under the auspice of a cloud, because it's not great that our Premier League champions have got charged by their own league.
Jim, you were suggesting there, weren't you, at the outset? I believe it was a question of are we waiting for Pep now to sort of hang up his boots before everybody else gets a chance?
Kind of.
But I think what might be interesting here is whether or not Pep tries to create a successive plan of management to someone to succeed him. And that's where they go beyond...
Well, Manchester United thought they would do that.
That's correct. But that's where they go way beyond any other club that's been in this situation. And I think there's the intelligence to do that. Now, there are people. There's obviously Vincent Kompany, and then you've got Mikel Arteta, people that have worked. It'd be very interesting who Pep would recommend. I feel that he loves this club in a different way now to his Barcelona and Bayern Munich days. And I feel if they are to become truly a family, then he should, if it's a family-run business, find a successor for that company.
That he should be part of it.
Yes, and I think that eventually he will probably, if he wants to.
I think that's. But Martin, I think that's a question, Simon. It's a good point that Martin's got us on to, because will Manchester City soon be encountering the Sir Alex Ferguson moment?
Well, he's got 2 years left to go. So whilst he's still enjoying the job and still achieving...
It's on the horizon.
Yeah, of course it is. Will he be responsible? Is it unrealistic? Did Ferguson really have a succession programme? No, he alighted upon someone that he felt had the capability to manage Manchester United post him. Was that really a considered and evaluated look at the next generation of Manchester United? Probably not, because the outcome was what it was. And Ferguson would never have sat here believing that his legacy was going to be then diminished by the next 10 years of a football club in decline.
Yeah.
Do I think that Guardiola will create a culture inside Manchester City? The reasons why Man City have won and keep winning is because they keep on going for the best in class, and they spend inordinate amounts of money to be able to achieve that. Whether that's a £15 million a year coach, and he's part of a family, fine. He's part of a family that's given him enormous resource and enormous rewards. But he's done the job, and that's what's great about Guardiola, is there's so many pretenders out there. Conte came over and pretended for 18 months. He's come over and done the job. So you kind of don't begrudge him. We'll all throw the little brickbats in from the side about the observations about Man City's off-field activities and the fact he's got the best players. But he's the one that actually delivers the outcome. Now, if he wins the Champions League, then he has completed the circle for Manchester City. And then what happens with someone like him?
Well, very much so.
Is he goes again.